Romance. 'Tis the season for seduction. Today we're going to be making our interiors a reflection of the romantic holiday with some beautiful florals, some mood lighting, and of course there's no seduction without a cozy craft. Join me today while we make our space a beautiful, intimate place to be. Let's go. I'm feeling a little like I want to make the home loved and lived in for me. So that's why I splurged a bit on this bucket of flowers, which, like I said, I never do, but I was feeling it and I hope you're feeling it too, because check out this bucket. I've got the goods. Look at these. Look at them all. Can you even see them? I'm thrilled. We've got all of this to play with, put into some beautiful vases that I've recently thrifted and antiqued, and one I bought new because I'm a sucker for glass, apparently. So yeah, let's do it. Let's make some floral arrangements, and I'll show you some tips and tricks that I've learned on my floral journey. When starting your arrangement, start with the filler and then put in your big beautiful blooms later. Not necessarily last, but this way you have a little bit of a structure to build into. And a little angled snip at the end. I like to take these lower leaves off so they don't end up in your water and create any gross water. Now the problem we're going to run into with this big vase is that most of these flowers don't have that long a stem, which we're going to see how that pans out. I have a couple little glass frogs I'm thinking about using, but we'll see. Look at these. Can you see those? They are rose lilies. I think they are so cool. I wish they had a little more height, but that's okay. I know I said to save your special blooms, but because these have these branched stems, they really help you line out your other flowers. For roses, I like to take pretty much all but the last little green leaf at the top off. It just seems to help the flower last just a hair longer. And as you can see, some of these outer petals are a little damaged, so we're going to pop those off too. Okay, check out this beautiful crystal vase I found. I've never seen crystals so stunningly crisp. And of course I have like water spots all over it, whatever. It refracts light just like beautiful little crystal should. And something about it to me reads like gentleman's boudoir and like a lord's boudoir. Why are you not even focused? I don't know, something about it makes me think of like Lord Grantham from Downton Abbey. And that's cute. That's cute as heck, if you ask me. Okay, so this one's probably going to be going over here. I think it fits the vibe. So we're gonna make it a sweet little baby. I've only recently, in the last few years, been seeing this flower. Even when I worked at a florist, it wasn't something I ever saw. I don't know if you can see. It's a cluster of many little flowers, but the little flowers all look like sweet little sweet peas or orchids or something. And it smells incredible. It smells kind of jasmine-ish. I don't know. It's magic. Focus, please. Hi. Hi. All right, we have focus. Stay with me now. Wow. You did it. Okay. I've just chucked down a piece of old like canvas drop cloth I've had for ages. Nothing fancy. This house is not a fancy house. It's just trying to be cute. It's doing its damnedest to be cute. So, old canvas. I've over the years cut it for like making my own canvases to paint on. And there's not a lot of it left. So, we're just doing this to lighten up all this dark wood. We're gonna chuck some flowers on, build the romance with some candles, and call it a day. It's a mood lifter. It's something you can turn to and know that you've accomplished a task. You've done something for yourself and for your home, and taken care of yourself in a way that we don't often encounter. Those special little touches are what makes a space truly yours. This arrangement won't last forever, but you can keep the candles up for a couple of weeks as you burn them. The flowers, if you're lucky and you rotate the water frequently, you can get a couple weeks out of those too. But it's okay that it's fleeting. Everything in life is fleeting. We're just here to make it a little bit better than the day before. And I feel better. I can't tell you how much more relaxed I am than I was this morning. Just having this cozy, beautiful space to be in. And it's fun to decorate for the seasons and the holidays. And while, yes, this is based off of Valentine's Day, and February 14th. There's no reason you can't build the romance for any day of the year. So often when we're looking for romance, we go out of our homes to find it, whether that's a restaurant or bar or vacation. The home has just as much right to be romantic as it does utilitarian. The practical part of our lives does not outweigh the side of our lives that needs beauty and creativity. That's what makes us such remarkable creatures. And when you surround yourself with it, it seems like you're able to create more of it. So this is my attempt at that. Surrounding myself in my home with beauty, with fun little crafts, with projects that make me feel sweet and tender towards myself, towards my husband, towards my fellow humans. It sounds so lofty, but an evening of meditation while putting together a flower arrangement and spending time on making something of your home, I don't know, there's something about it that feels deeply connected to humanity. And knowing that so many others before you have built their homes as a place to be loved in and romantic in. I think there's something to be said for Valentine's being like the cusp of spring, right? I know that's probably actually like May Day is more that, but who's celebrating May Day? Who's decorating their home for May Day? Somebody's out there doing it. It's not me. I'll tell you what, I don't have that much time. I don't have that much time. Oh, I guess I should finish my thought. All I was trying to say was there's something to be said for Valentine's feeling like the beginning of spring. Even though for most of the US it is not, most definitely is not. We still have like a lot of winter to go in a lot of places. But something about it feels hopeful. And I don't know if it's like the whole love, spreading love aspect, or if it's the idea of like flowers being in bloom and available. I'm not totally sure what that vibe is, but I do know that I have always felt like there's a little something about Valentine's that just feels hopeful. And sometimes in my life, that has been like the hope that some boy will make me feel special on the day, will put flowers in my locker, will surprise me with diamonds. You know, like I'm not gonna say I'm above the commercial version of Valentine's. I still long for things like that, at least on a superficial level. But more so, the day reminds me that we're through the deepest part of winter, and we can start looking forward to bright, frilly things, and the flowers of spring are coming, and love is blossoming. I mean, God, I sound like a cheesy Jim Bob, but that's how I feel. Maybe I'm just a cheese ball. I'd be curious about what some of your guys' favorite Valentine's traditions are. I can't say that I really have any, other than, you know, just trying to make it a sweet day. So sometimes that's literally baking sweets, like cupcakes and cookies and whatever. Sometimes it's just about approaching the day with a mentality that's generous and loving, because sometimes that's hard. It's hard when you're not happy with your situation or where you're at in life. But the more you do it, it seems like the easier it comes. So yeah, I'd be curious what some of your guys' Valentine's traditions are and if you'd recommend them to others. All right. Did you guys ever do like Girl Scouts? I don't remember a ton from Girl Scouts, but I pretty vividly remember that we'd have like craft time sometimes, like after school. And like we'd have our Girl Scout meeting and I don't remember what we did, like this or something. And then we'd have craft time. And I would get so in the zone, just like hunched over and into it and like on a mission to make the most perfect craft. And everybody else would finish and they'd be off like doing something. I don't even know, because I was never doing it. And I would never finish my craft. I'd spend so much time trying to make it like precisely what I envisioned, or worse, just like the like model craft that we were, you know how you like have, oh, what is this? You have like an example of what you're supposed to make. I always wanted it to be just like the example, just like utterly perfect. And man, I'll tell you what, that showed up in my life in a lot of ways. Not a lot of good ways. So a big thing that I've been working on lately is just get it done, whatever it may be. The idea now is to not be perfect, let that go, because newsflash, I'm not perfect. Not even close. So yeah, the new goal is to finish projects. In a way, hopefully with like high quality that still feels good. But trying to let go of that like weird perfectionism thing that just seems innate. I don't know if it truly is. I don't know what, like if you're a therapist, I guess I'm looking for free therapy now. If you're a therapist and know what causes that, hit me up. But I think some of us are just kind of born that way, where we're trying to be perfect a little too much of the time. Okay. I love it. Wow, I'm such a sucker. I friggin' love it. I love it. Okay, so I think the strategy is I'm going to put another big one up here and then make some little ones to go in between. What do we think? It'd be good, yeah? Yeah, I think it would be. I've been hearing more and more about the effects of creativity on anxiety. And I think that's why crafts should be mandatory. Like having this quick little hit of serotonin because you finished like a silly little paper craft that was free. Like it's just a good reminder that we don't need drugs all the time to make us feel better. The drug of Mod Podge maybe is is effective. Oh no, I'm being kooky now. Alright, resuming my craft after a quick frisbee session with Curtis. I've made my heart smaller and I'm going to make smaller hearts up the chain, a la this size. So that's the plan. I may not film it all just because it's getting kind of dark and the lighting in here is trash. That is on the design fixing objective. We'll get there, slow and steady. If I had a design spirit animal, it would be a tortoise most days. And other days an ant, where I lift 10 times my own weight and truck it around, my little worker. But only when Ben isn't here. He can't know my feminine wiles are actually just brute strength. I wish I did have feminine wiles. Oh, those women that can like look at you and seduce you with a glance. Wow. I want to be them. I really want to be them. But maybe I just haven't like figured that out yet. Maybe that's like a in your 40s sort of thing, when you're super confident in who you are as a person and you're just like, bam, this is me. That's when you can get that like smoldering eye and sexy confidence. Right now I can't even get the camera to focus on me. Now that your interior is feeling sweet and cozy and romantic, I hope that your inner world is reflecting the same thing. I hope that the thoughts in your brain and the feelings in your heart are just as soft and flirty and fun as what your interior is looking like. And if it's not, we can work on both together. So, a very happy Valentine's to you all. and I'll see you soon.